And I could just tell you how trash Call of Duty Cold War is. I mean, I could. Like, to be honest with you, like, this is the worst COD I've ever played. And I've only played like 3 CODs. I only played Modern Warfare, BO4, and Cold War. And in my opinion, Cold War is the worst COD I've ever played. And here's why. I mean, okay, the maps are okay. The maps are, they're decent. They're decent maps. But like, it just got so boring playing the same maps over and over again. They only had like 6 maps at release. I mean, at first it was fun. It was a fun game at first. I really enjoyed it at first. But when I started playing it constantly, I just got so bored because leveling up your guns was so boring. It took forever to get one gun to level 55, and then you had to do that for every single gun. I only got diamond on the ARs because I actually enjoyed that. But I got so bored. Like, and skill-based matchmaking just ruins the game. I'm sorry if you enjoy skill-based matchmaking, but it just ruins it. It makes it not fun to play at all. Because if you have one good game, you're just gonna like not have fun in the next game because you're just gonna get shit on by a whole bunch of level 500 no lives. You know, it's not as fun. Like, I was very excited for it because it was like a Black Ops game, and like BO4, in my opinion, was a very fun game, and I enjoyed it a lot. But just Cold War doesn't like have the same. Cold War just isn't the same. Like, doesn't have the same feeling as BO4 did, or like when the start of Modern Warfare did. I loved Modern Warfare at the start. Like, the beta in that game was so fun. Like, I believe, like, I might get flamed for this, but I believe Modern Warfare wasn't that fun. I mean, it just, like, Warzone kind of carried it, not gonna lie, but it was still a pretty decent game. It was still a good COD game. It just wasn't as fun to me because the maps were too big. But Cold War it was just a waste of money for me. I could have bought so much better things instead of Cold War, because Cold War just didn't live up to the hype. It came out way too early. It should have came out like maybe this year, like late this year or 2022. I don't believe that it didn't, just not as good. The graphics, I mean, I know it's supposed to be an arcade game, I think, but it just doesn't, like, Modern Warfare graphics were amazing. They were so good. And then we go down to Cold War, and it's just kind of like not as good graphics and doesn't look as smooth as Modern Warfare did. The guns, there's way too much guns. The guns all feel kind of the same. Not much have any recoil except the FFAR. That has a lot of recoil. It just doesn't, like, we want guns that all feel different and all feel like they have their own, like, weird to say, but personalities, you know, and feel constant, not constant. What is the word? They just like they're not boring, you know. I want fun guns. BO4, I like the leveling up system was very easy for guns. You could get gold in a day, easy. I got gold in a day, probably a lot during the summer of 2019. It was very easy to get gold because the guns were they weren't easy to use, but they were fun to use. The guns, almost all the guns of BO4 are unique and different. Same with Modern Warfare, a lot of the guns are different. But in Cold War, a lot of the guns just are the same. They just don't feel as fun. I mean, I liked the beta. The beta of Cold War was very fun. I was very hyped for Cold War, but now I just don't play it. I don't really play Rocket League. So, yeah. Another thing is the content drops. They haven't really dropped any content since season 1, which was, I think, like 2 months ago already. I don't know. But I bought the battle pass and I didn't play it at all. I don't know why I bought it. I bought it. I was like, oh, maybe I'll play Cold War again. But I bought it for the fact that I thought I would play again. I didn't play at all. I haven't played Cold War like in a long. I haven't played it in like a constant time since like when it first got released. I just don't feel like it's a good game. And for Call of Duty games, I would give it a rating of like 2 stars. I don't like the game. It's just not fun. And they also kind of ruin sniping. I mean, you can snipe. I was sniping, but it's just not as fun. Plus, the leveling up system just ruins having to go through all that sniping. And if you add up like the maps, skill-based matchmaking, the content drops, and the guns, it's just not a fun game, to be honest with you. I just would much rather play Minecraft, Rocket League, or some random game on my Xbox if I had the chance to refund Cold War. I definitely would. Refund Cold War. That's all I really have for my opinion on Cold War. It just didn't live up to the hype. I hyped it up way too much, to be honest. I thought it'd be better. I thought it would be a very good COD game. And they shouldn't, this Warzone just like, I don't like Warzone as a person. Like, I know people that like love Warzone and cherish Warzone, but I don't like Warzone. I just don't like Battle Royales because I overplayed Fortnite and it just isn't as fun anymore. So that's going to be it for the video. That's my honest opinion on Call of Duty Cold War. There will probably be some like Minecraft gameplay in the corner or over me because you don't look at my face the whole time on like see you play Minecraft or something like that. So yeah, that is my honest opinion on Cold War. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to thumbs up the video. 2 uploads today because I am bored. See you guys next time.